Hi, I'm Out of Darts. Today I wanted to do a review of the Nerf Rival Helios. That's Helios with an H. I'll skip the unboxing, I'm not really into that, but this is the new blaster. I've been pretty excited about this one because it looks like a massive improvement on the Apollo. Now, I have done myself a favor and not looked at anybody else's review or video content on this yet because I was waiting to get my hands on it myself and just see if we all come up with these same opinions. A lot of times I'm not the first to get things, but I thought I would do a quick review anyway. Overall, I really like the blaster. There are some major things wrong with it, and I will get to those in a minute. I think the styling is really great. I think it's a beautiful little blaster. I think it feels pretty good in the hands. It's nice and short. It's sort of like if you just took an Apollo and made it just a hair longer. Actually, I don't even think it's longer. It's not even longer. It's just got a stock that's actually comfortable. Somewhat. Comes with a 7-round magazine, as expected. It has a bolt-action slide on either side. You can switch it from left to right, though I have not figured out how to actually get it out once it's in there. Doesn't matter, I'm right-handed. Anyway, little jam door, which is pretty simple. I assume you're going to need that in case you jam something, especially with some of the third-party rounds. So overall, I think it's a really great step. We all hated the Apollo as far as this top slide. You would prime it and it would knock your aim off considerably. That's why these pump kits, like this one from Brendan, were so good and so prevalent. Now, there are a couple things that I just think have been totally botched in this. I like the Apollo grip. It feels pretty decent in my hand. The second I picked this one up, I felt this little plastic piece here stabbing me in the palm, and I don't know why they made such a sharp point there. And I assume it's for smaller hands. Yes, I have normal, adult, male, large-ish, average hands, but I think that this should have been addressed and should have been a lot softer. The second thing I don't care for is I don't like the grip contouring nearly as much as the Apollo. The Apollo has a pretty good feel in the hand. This one, it just seems cheaper, and it's like they really didn't. I don't know. I don't like the design and the feel of the handle. Following up with that, I really don't like the trigger. The Apollo's got a little bit of a flat, rounded trigger, and the Helios has this rather sharp trigger that, when you prime it, you have to pull fairly hard once I get the jam door closed and the safety off. And something else, apparently. I don't know how to use any blasters, apparently. It's a Springer, what can I say? Oh, that was fun. Anyway, I just think that this is way too sharp. I think one of the first things I'm going to do here is design a little 3D printed piece that goes over the top of this to make this feel a little more comfortable. There are a lot of paintball triggers that work like that, where they've got a little Allen key set screw and it just covers the existing trigger. So I think that'll help that. Carving off some of this will help that. And then the other thing I noticed is the second I pushed this to prime, I pulled this out of the package and I was excited to fire it. I went like this, and I'm not exaggerating. The back of this stock is glossy smooth. Just totally, and I have no idea. Here's the Hera. This is what the back of this should look like. It's got little ridges. It's got a little more texture on the sides. And my guess is this is a cheap blaster. They just wanted to cut costs on the mold, and doing a clean, flat finish like this, shiny, is cheaper than these contours. That's the only thing I can guess as far as why you would change this, because the backs of these look fairly similar. I don't know why they did that, and I just don't, it does not feel good. And especially with the direction that you pull this is back, but at the same time, because it's acting like a lever, it wants to force this off your shoulder. So when I've been playing around with this, I've been finding that I have to actually kind of bring my shoulder into it, and it's just awkward, especially since it's a short stock, rather than if we were bringing this further away from our shoulder, you would have a little bit better leverage on it as far as not kicking that off your shoulder. So that's not ideal. I think some grip tape or something back here, or some gun tape, would be fantastic to just make this just sit fine. The shape of it is great. That feels great. It's just the texture thing that slips off your clothing. And it really depends on what kind of thing you're wearing. A cotton shirt, not as bad as, say, like something with a little more polyester in it. That's going to have a little slicker surface. I think this is going to be a really popular blaster, mainly because people are going to do this to it. I think it's no leap to say that Brendan and others who have done kits like this will go ahead and do one for here. And I think it'll be a little more balanced because they should be able to interface with both sides of the pump grip. And I think that should really fix this whole thing, and this should make for a pretty fun blaster. It's, as far as firing, it mag load through the bottom, through the handle, which is very fun on the Springer here. Overall, I have kind of mixed feelings about this. I love the styling, just hate a few minor things, and I really think some of them can be fixed, and some of them can be just dremeled out. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I have tons more video content coming in the next few months here and the next year. I'm really excited about finally producing weekly or bi-weekly videos to get 6 to 8 videos a month rather than falling behind like I used to. The Etsy shop has been crazy, and I can't thank you all enough for all of your support on the shop. Until next time, I'm out of darts.